And those things you're talking about getting away with, you're talking about like breaking into houses, or? Because I know you talked about that once when you're taking some guns and that kind of thing.
Oh yeah, when I was a kid, yeah.
So what kind of things were you talking about right before you went in the military that you could get away with?
No, there was when I was living in Oregon, I was working on this house for my dad, and there was this river that was near the house. There was a lot of people would go down there. It was a pretty remote area, but there were beaches and stuff along the river where people would go and hang out for the day and stuff. And that's, I don't know, that's what gave me the idea, I guess. There would be people hanging on the beaches, like younger girls in their swimsuits and stuff. And I think I was only maybe 18 at the time.
So did you get away with something there?
Yeah. Never even got reported. I mean, I didn't... Like I said, I didn't have the nerve to, take it to the next level, but... But in my mind, that's what I was going to do.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a pretty remote area that you were in?
Yeah. It's called the Deschutes River. It goes into the Columbia. It's like just a little town out in the middle of nowhere. But in the summertime, there were a lot of people who would go up there from Portland and stuff. And
yeah, I've been to that area. What's the name of the towns there?
well, the town that the house I was working on was in was Maupin. It's just downriver from Bend. I think, Bend, Oregon.
And what did you do then? You said you thought about taking it to the next level, but you obviously did some level.
Something you got away with, huh?
Yeah. There were these remote restrooms in these just random little beach areas along the river. And I took somebody to one of those, but I didn't, I didn't kill her.
What'd you do to her?
It was one of those bathrooms where the door you could lock from the inside, and just like single restroom, and it was kind of late, so I knew nobody would be along. But I was pretty young, and I lost my nerve. I didn't kill her. She was pretty scared. She was about my age, so I don't know. I guess I just decided not to. I don't know.
Not to kill her.
Yeah.
How did you sexually assault her?
Yeah, I scared her pretty bad. I don't know, I guess maybe that's why I never read anything about it.
Do you have a weapon?
Yeah, I was mostly into knives at the time, but...
How'd you get her to the bathroom? I guess I'm assuming you didn't know her.
No, I didn't know her. She was out on the river, it's like a river you can float down, like people would do it on inner tubes and stuff. and I was just hanging out at this more remote spot. She was like the last one in her group, and I just grabbed her and pulled her into the shore.
She white, black, maybe?
She was white.
About your age?
I don't know how old she was, but she could have been anywhere from, I don't know, 14 to 18, I don't know.
Did you have like conversation with her and stuff? Did you know her name or anything like that?
No.
Blonde, brunette?
She was like dirty blonde. Almost.
And that didn't get reported?
I don't know. I never read anything. I was pretty freaked out afterwards. I was sure that I was going to get in trouble, or I don't know. I was just paranoid.
You didn't hear about it getting reported or anything?
No, I remember like a week after that, I kept going and checking like all the newspapers and stuff. I wasn't into computers or anything at the time, so. But I never read anything about it.
And you were 18.
Yeah, 18 or 19, I don't know.
Was that the first time you sexually assaulted somebody?
Yeah. I don't know. Depends what your definition is.
Was that the first time you had sex with somebody against their will?
No, but I mean, that was the first time I took it to that level and like had someone tied up, you know, like was ready to actually
Kill him?
do that. Yeah.
What did that feel like?
I mean, I had it all planned out. It was, you know, that was my intention.
Was to rape her and kill her?
Yeah, it was a small bathroom. It didn't get used very much. They probably only cleaned it out maybe once a year or something, so.
Permanent type bathroom or rent-a-can type bathroom?
Like a permanent, like the ones you see at Forest Service campground with a big concrete tank under them.
So you say they only clean it once a year. What was that? I mean, you knew that going into it.
Yeah, I knew about them. I knew how they worked, and
What were your thoughts?
well, that's why I picked it. I was gonna, after I killed whoever, I was waiting for someone who was pretty small because I was gonna dump them down in the tank. And it was a really dark tank. It's probably, I mean, they probably wouldn't have been found for a year or something. I don't know.
Did you visit that bathroom beforehand? You checked it out?
Oh yeah, I knew that whole river. We used to go down there.
So what do you think stopped you from taking it to that level?
She was just really scared and kept saying she wasn't going to tell anybody, and yeah, I don't know. I almost did. I just
Had you thought about how you were going to do it if you did it?
yeah, I was going to strangle her.
Do you remember anything that she said to you that stuck in your mind?
She just, I mean, I knew what she was doing. She was trying to make it seem like it wasn't a big deal, and like she was okay with it. And I mean, she was pretty smart. She was I mean, because it worked. I didn't kind of put me more at ease, and things never got really violent like they could have if she had been fighting me or something.
Did you know that then, or do you know that now in hindsight based on...
No, I knew
your
what she was
experience?
doing at the time. I knew, she was... She was talking to me and telling me, saying, "Oh, you're a good-looking guy. Why are you, you don't have to do this. I probably would have even gone out with you," and all this stuff. And I just kept telling her to shut up, and she wouldn't. She wouldn't. She just kept talking to me. So I guess it kind of...
She was able to personalize it a little bit?
Huh?
She was able to personalize it or something to where you...
Yeah. I don't know. I just... the main thing is I just lost my nerve right at the end. Because I mean, that wasn't... I mean, that never stopped me after that. People would always talk to me, and I never...
So what do you think changed that? Is she the only person that it didn't kill after that? After something like that?
Yeah, well, I mean, she was the first one that... I don't know if she had reported. Maybe she did report it. I don't know. Like I say, she wasn't fighting, so I don't know if there. And I used a condom, so I don't know if there would have been anybody would have believed her if she did. I don't know. I never heard anything about it. If I had heard about it, it definitely would have made me. For years after that, for like 2 years after that, I kept telling myself I should have killed her, and really beat myself up about that I got.
And so that's
that
why
I chickened out and kind of felt like I screwed up.
So you didn't make that mistake again?
Well,
So, kind of.
Yeah, not on that level.
You said she was part of a group. She was the last. I thought you said she was the last one.
Yeah, there was I don't know, four or five of them.
Like her friends that she was with or something?
Yeah.
So was she separated from them already, or did you separate her from her
She
friends?
was... the river was pretty fast in that area. And the beach where I was it was kind of like on a dog leg of the river, so once you went around it you couldn't really see it. It was her friends went around the corner and I just jumped out of the bushes and grabbed her.
What'd you do when you finished then?
What happened to her?
I just told her to, get back on her tube and go down the river.
Let's go.
Like I said, it was pretty fast, so I'm sure her friends were wondering why she was so far behind. But
How long do you think that she was away from her friends?
it was probably like an hour, half hour to an hour. I don't know.
I would think they would have been worried.
I'm sure they had made it. It was a long river run. It was, I forget how long it took. It seems like it took, most people, it seems like it took them maybe an hour or two to tube down if you were on an inner tube.
In other words, to the takeout.
They
or
couldn't
whatever.
stop really and
Right.
go back once
Right.
they started.
There were only
Okay.
a couple places where you could put in at and then pull out at. So. And then there were these beaches along the way where you could stop, but not everybody did. So.
Did you ever tie it up?
Yeah.